Hey church family, it's Pastor Tim, and I want to ask you to do something for me as we move forward together as a church. I want to ask you to encourage our worship and audiovisual teams. These volunteers are doing a tremendous job of presenting worship both online in our gymnasium and in the sanctuary. And they are going through massive learning curves as we were not equipped as a church to do online worship. And they are putting in tremendous effort to help us worship together as a church. It's amazing to me to think that this team is leading us in worship in the middle of a pandemic and doing so in a building, the gymnasium, that is not equipped for worship. Often when they lead, they can't hear each other while they're on stage. In addition to that, they're often dealing with a glare from the lights, from the screens that are meant to protect them. Our audiovisual team is trying to do a audio mix for online worship as well as to accommodate those in the gym, and that's a tremendous challenge. They deal with a broken piano where the F key doesn't even work. Now thankfully, because of your gifts, we were able to order a new piano this week, and God willing, we'll have it in worship on the 7th of February. And they are making tremendous sacrifices for us, not only in long hours, but one of our audiovisual team actually flew in from Florida to be here on Sunday so that they could lead that team, and then did so with a migraine headache. My point is that these are dedicated people who are doing a tremendous job of leading us in worship in very difficult circumstances. And so I want to ask you to do three things for the worship team and for the audiovisual team. First, I want to ask you to please pray for them. Pray for them to have the fullness of the Spirit as they lead us, because that's the most important thing. Pray for them and all the equipment and everything that needs to happen to make worship possible. Pray that their own personal lives and their own bandwidth would be such that they can enter into this in the spirit of worship of our great and living God. Second, I want to ask you to volunteer. We need help with PowerPoint presenters, people who scroll through the PowerPoints as we worship. We need some extra people to learn the audiovisual technology and give these 4 individuals a break. We also would invite other instrumentalists and other vocalists to help the team and to come alongside and support what they're doing. And then finally, I want to ask you to encourage them, to give them notes of encouragement after the worship service, to tell them how thankful you are for the hard work they're putting in, for the sacrifices that they're making. Let's encourage our brothers and sisters as they lead us in worship, as they serve the Lord and they serve the church. God bless you, church family. Thanks for joining with me in encouraging these teams.